Hello and welcome back to another video. This problem, we're getting a square field which measures 10 meters by 10 meters. So we have a 100 meters squared area, right, where you multiply 10 by 10 to get the area. And we have 10 students marking off a randomly selected region of this field. And it is a square region with side lengths of 1 meter. So you have 1 meter by 1 meter, so each of these sections is 1 meter squared. There's no overlap, and the students in these areas are counting the number of earthworms contained in the soil to a depth of 5 centimeters below the surface. And we have these 10 values for the number of earthworms in the 1 meter squared section. So what we want to do is we want to say, okay, what is the average number of earthworms per meter squared unit? And then we're going to multiply that by 100. So if there was 1 in every meter squared, then you multiply by 100, and there's 100 in 100 meters squared. So what we could do is we could take all of these values and say, okay, let's add them all up, divide them by the number of values, you'll get your average that way. Or you could say, okay, because these numbers are so different from each other, we can just estimate. So the lowest number here, out of all these 10, is 107. So we know our average is going to be, at the very least, it's going to be greater than 100. Our largest value here is 176. So we know it's going to be less than 200, right? Because there's no values that are less than 100 or greater than 200, so therefore the average has to be somewhere in between them. So if this is for every 1 meter squared, we're somewhere between 100 and 200. For the total, right, we're going to be 200 per meter squared times 100 meters squared. Same thing here, we are at the very least 100 per meter squared, and then there's 100 of those meters squared. So this is per meter squared, and then this is the number of meters squared. So we know the total is somewhere between 200 times 100 is 20,000, and 100 times 100 is 10,000. And if we look, answer C, 15,000 is the only value that is in between 10,000 and 20,000, which are absolute bounds for the average. So C, 15,000 is going to be your final answer. As always, thank you for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.